Capital. So many companies need it to fuel expansion, and so much of it today is in China. Now, Pittsburgh's Idea Foundry is setting out to bring the two together and using U.S. visas as the hook. Liqi Pietryka is managing director for the Pittsburgh Regional Investment Center, and Mike Matesic is president and CEO of the Idea Foundry. And welcome. Good to see both of you. Welcome back. I think you've been here in different capacities at various times over the years.
That's for sure. Yes.
Well, tell me a little bit about this initiative, Lily. I mean, what's the challenge that you all are trying to address?
The biggest challenge is finding qualified deals. On our trip to China in March, we got feedbacks from brokers and investors, and their deal sizes they're looking for, which is they prefer bigger deal sizes, 100 million and above, and they also don't want our portion to exceed more than 50% of the project. So that's can be a challenge to find bigger size deals to do.
Because there is so much money there. Right. They don't want to mess around with $5 million. Seriously.
And actually, to a certain extent, we were disappointed in that, because when we set out to do this program, we were looking at growing businesses to the next level of growth. Okay. So take a 3-year-old company, a 5-year-old company that's doing very well, but is hungry and starving for capital to accelerate their growth. And that is what we ultimately want this program to do, is fill a capital void in our region and be a catalyst to bring capital that is here investing in these projects. So Lily mentioned a 50% sort of cap. That other 50% should come from local sources of capital. Okay. So it should be a catalyst for capital, but because the amount of demand in China and the amount of money that's there looking to be put to work, we saw and are seeing a lot of pressure for bigger and bigger deals.
Let's talk about the visa aspects of this and how this whole program works, because this is really a unique opportunity that people probably aren't very aware of, that the United States permits.
Clearly.
So how does it,
how does it work?
Yeah, exactly.
It's called EB-5 visa. EB means employment-based visa. Okay. There are 5 categories of employment-based visa, and this is category 5, which is reserved for investors. For any foreign nationals that want to come to the United States and get a green card to work and live here. If they invest $1 million or $500,000 in targeted employment areas, and this investment create 10 full-time jobs, they get their green card for themselves and their family.
So that's fascinating. And the Idea Factory, you saw this as kind of a new business venture for your nonprofit, as well as a great way to attract investment to the region.
Well, certainly, it's what we've done for our 8 years of life in helping companies get off the ground. Capital is one of the biggest problems they face in terms of their growth. And as we became familiar with this program, these are businesses that need the capital to grow, but at the same time, the primary return to investors is the green card status. So it's a way of getting a lot of capital in a lower rate environment with a lower return expectation in exchange for getting access to the United States.
Fascinating, but yet doesn't everybody in the world now want access to China? It's the fastest growing market. Is a green card to the United States that big a deal anymore?
It is. It is for different reasons. China's economy is growing now. People have access cash, and this excess capital they want to put somewhere. So they are looking for alternative revenues to invest their money where it's safe and secure and with.
So they're diversifying their own portfolio.
Absolutely,
right?
Yes. Then they want their children to go to school overseas. It's very competitive in China for children to go to a good college. So, and then there might be some, concerns over the stability of the overall Chinese economy or government, political issues.
Is its prosperity going to continue, and can they really manage the growth and all the issues that China has to
so they want to have a place to go just in case.
Okay, fascinating stuff. So, but is it really competitive right now? Are there a lot of other regions, a lot of other organizations entering this space in the United States?
The program's been around since the mid-90s, but only in the last few years, obviously with recession, making capital less and less available across the U.S., more and more regions around the country have decided to go into this business. And when we filed our application last year with the Immigration Service, us and 115 of our friends across the country filed applications at the same time. So it has really grown in its prominence around the country. Surprisingly, in China, which I was fortunate to be there less than a month ago, it's widely understood and widely known of this program. We're spending a lot of time telling regional businesses about what it really is, what the program really is, but in China, it's on television, it's in newspapers, it's very common. At least once a week, it's being talked about.
So now the biggest challenge for our region is just to get to the right sizing of deals to make this match happen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We're continuing to gain international exposure and prominence, which is making Pittsburgh itself well known internationally. It's now the projects within Pittsburgh that we need to then make those projects equally well known. Okay. And the value of those projects.
So folks who are looking for this kind of investment or could use this kind of opportunity, how do they get a hold of you all? And
we have a website, is www.pittsburghric.com.
Yep. PittsburghRIC.com. Yes. All right, so they can go there and figure out how they plug in, and hopefully somebody can scrounge up a $100 million deal that'll work for us, right? Well, it's exciting. Congratulations on taking a shot at it. It sounds like it could be a great, has great potential to get capital in our region and help fuel our future prosperity. Liqi Pietryka and Michael Matesic.
Thank you very much, Bill.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.